I am excited. There are two ladies in our studio this morning, fantastic authors. They've done a delightful little book that's going to show you how to make life just a little bit better. If you need some positivity this morning, if you've been told in the grocery store that you look fat on TV, this is going to help you. This is going to help you feel better about life and living it in a fantastic way.
I'm a better person because of my son. He's 6 years old and full of life.
I'm better because of my job. It's a foot in the door to what I want to do. I work with wonderful, talented people, and that inspires me.
I'm a better person because I like to help others.
I'm better because I stay calm during hectic newscasts.
I'm better because I have a heart as big as Texas.
That's pretty good. Okay. Well, listen, do you want to live a happier life? Well, this morning we're talking with the authors of a fantastic book that shows you simple ways you can put positive change into a whole life. Cathy Haffner and Ginny Hutchinson are the authors of Better Because of You. Ginny, good morning. Good to see you, Ginny. And this is Cathy. Yes, Ginny, Cathy. Listen, you guys, this book, I've got to tell you this. We flipped through it yesterday and looking through it, and it's just, I got to say, it's delightful. It reminds me of being in my elementary school days and just picking up a book that makes you happy. I want to talk before we get into kind of the meat of the book, how this all came to be, because I know you guys are longtime friends.
Yes.
Yes, tell us about how it all started.
Sure. We met about 25 years ago in our first corporate job out of college. We became best friends at work, and she was my sounding board when things were challenging, and my cheerleader when things were, you know, we had to celebrate things.
Yeah.
So that friendship started 25 years ago, and then...
Well, it's great. We just kept in touch by email and all these years. So.
Well, and I want people to understand that not only were you guys, you know, kind of busy doing your thing in the workplace, but you guys were at, you know, fantastic companies making six-figure incomes, and you decided, man, we're on to something, and it is how to find happiness, maintain it, and give back in the world. So this is kind of how the idea for the book was born.
Absolutely.
You left your jobs to do this.
Yes.
Yeah, why did you feel the need to do something so drastic?
Oh, well, first of all, we quit our jobs on the very same day, and there was just something we felt that was kind of calling to us, that we needed to maybe do something a little bit differently in our lives.
So had you guys been talking about the concept of the book?
No, we haven't seen each other in 10 years.
How is it that you arrived at the idea that, okay, now we're going to take this next step of leaving our jobs to do something this monumental?
Well, you know, truthfully, life can be difficult, and there are a lot of negative clouds. There's some news that really can be trying. And
yes, indeed, Jenny, yes.
So we decided if you're going to be able to inject some positivity in your life, you might need a little help. So as you were describing earlier on the show, you know, sometimes someone might say something to you and pull you down.
Yeah, and then you need a book like this.
Just you can flip open to any page and be happier.
And it's got great illustrations. So I want to start off with what some of your core beliefs are, the fundamentals of this book.
Yes, absolutely. We have 3 core beliefs. The first one is life is what you think. So, you know, our mother has always told us, think positively, because what you think becomes your actions and becomes your quality of life.
Yeah.
So
and so you kind of manifest the life you want. Is that correct?
However you're thinking will become your destiny.
Okay. That's one of the core beliefs.
That's life is what you think.
Okay. And give us some of the others.
Sure. Life cycles. So, you know, life isn't 100%, you know, happiness. And there are times when we question things, when we're in the doldrums, when we're a little bit, you know, frustrated. And that's okay. We say, you know, in fact, you become a better person when you question that, you learn something. You're a better person today because of those challenges in your life. So it's okay to say life cycles.
Yeah. So as opposed to letting the day define you, you define what your day is going to be.
Well, and also there's different times in your life. So the third core belief is that life really is a gem. And if you take a look at the different facets of your life, it really comprises to something that's beautiful and fantastic. However, sometimes we don't always feel that way, but life is such a gift.
Yeah, and so this is the question that I want to ask for people who, you know, obviously, you know, we've talked early this morning about what's going on in Haiti, and we live in a world where real life happens, real tragedies happen, real sadness happens. How do you then incorporate some of these core beliefs into moving through life when it's not always perfect and great and wonderful? And
well, I think what really drives us is our favorite motto, which is, if it's to be, it begins with me. So even when you see tragedies like what's happening in Haiti, volunteer, go help out, see what you can do. It begins with the action that I can take as an individual.
What kind of response have you guys gotten from the book?
Well, it's really been fun. We've launched the book only about 3 months ago, and it was available at Christmas time, and we were signing books to people who were giving it to their mother, to their daughter. And in signing books and talking to people, that's really what Better Because is talking to people, not just about the book.
Welcome back, everybody. We are back with authors Cathy Haffner and Ginny Hutchinson, the authors of the book Better Because of You, and we were talking about just the principles of this book and how you use it to facilitate positivity in your life. And as the president was just speaking about volunteering and that kind of thing, was one of the things you touched on, Ginny, before. How do you turn adversity, tragedy into a way that it brings positivity into your life? I want to go through the 7 facets of life that you guys highlight in your book.
Oh, good.
And tell us about these.
Okay. Well, we believe that there's 7 facets of life that you need to consider to keep in balance. And they are health and wealth and wisdom, work and play, and then service and others. And so you need to really think about all 7 facets, and not all of them are all going to be up and cheery and great. Not all of them are going to be bad, but try and keep a thought of how to be better in each one of those 7 facets.
Because obviously the key is, how do you find balance when all of these things come into everyday life? Now, with regards to health, you actually have some stories in the book that are inspired by people who are here,
Right here
with us in our audience.
Right in our audience.
Tell us about those folks, Cathy.
And we believe, good health is really the foundation of a good life. And we have a couple of great stories here. So in health, let's lighten up with laughter.
Give us an example of some of these stories that you share.
We just had Roseanne and Liz here, and they started a dinner club with parents from their school. And so, surround yourself with people who make you laugh. And I know, we have heard Liz say, at the end of these dinners, we laugh so hard that my cheeks are hurting.
Right.
And so it's really, surround yourself with people that just make your heart happy.
Yeah, and it's some of the things that you guys highlight with regards to life being a gym. You say lighten up with laughter, find quiet time at the end of the day to just center yourself and find things to be thankful for, and better family time. Schedule family nights, movie nights, dinner nights, and encompasses good health. Let's also talk about some of the key points with regards to things like wealth and wisdom, some of the examples.
Yeah, well, wisdom is one of those things you really have to really think about. Sometimes it could be a quote that you read that you think about, like the one we just showed on television. Another one that I really like, though, is just taking some time for meditation or quiet time, time out in your day. I think oftentimes we can just zoom through a day and not have any time to ourselves. So whether it's a walk, I actually get up in the morning and take 10 minutes of just some quiet time just for me with my cup of coffee.
Right.
And use that. That really helps me, I think, spiritually.
Yeah. Now, this is one. I want to hear your thoughts on another one of the facets, which is work. Is that work referred to in the workplace, around people? Because what we find, and we've talked about this on the show before, is that you can come in with a great attitude, and sometimes maybe a coworker is not in the best mood, and your energy, we call them energy vampires.
Yes.
How do you...
No, you're not talking about here.
No, right? No, a place I worked long ago, outside of college. But how do you maintain that sense of positivity?
Well, and again, we talked about, I make the choice of how I react in a day. So you can either let that person suck that energy out of you, or you could say, you know what? I'm going to be the person that's going to make the change and turn the tone positive.
Yes, and it's a good idea, isn't it, to surround yourself with people who have the same kind of attitude.
Happiness is even contagious. So we have found we've done a lot of extensive research with a Harvard professor, in fact, who talked about
contagious.
If you have happy people around you, mainly your friends, then more likely you're going to be happy.
Yeah.
Same thing happens, however, if you're with a bunch of negative people, and they can really bring you down. So be careful.
Yeah.
And we say in the book, find a best friend. So we were best friends at work and really kept each other up.
And that's how you did such an incredible book. I think it's so true. Cassandra Lazenby and I, not only do we work together, we're really good friends. So we were in my car a week ago, and there's some music on. I'm going through some things, right? And the music's kind of depressing. She goes, "Why are we listening to this depressing music?" Immediately, she got me out of the consciousness of let's bring it back up.
Movies can be that way.
Yeah.
I find that a lot of movies even end with a real downer, and you leave feeling kind of empty inside.
Yes.
So I would even say choose your music, choose the things you watch, and really watch what you say.
And Avatar's doing that to a lot of people. Did you hear that? Avatar's bringing people down or something like that? Okay, and how about this? Service is so important. The president just touched on that.
Yes, be part of something, the greater good.
Yeah.
So surround yourself with people that are like-minded and give back to your community.
You know, really the human spirit is people wanting to give back.
I love this book, you guys. What a fantastic gift to give somebody, a friend, a coworker, a child, anybody. Better Because of You is the title of the book. And if you'd like to get a copy of it, www.betterbecause.com. It's at bookstores everywhere, and we're going to have information for you on our website at KENS5.com/greatday. I thank you so much, Cathy.
I got to give you a hug.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm better because you guys were here this morning.